Blessings, my powerful, powerful fathers who support this channel. Um, this video is for you. And so it's up to you now to make sure you share it. Because there are words in there, not just for you, but for the other half of your family as well. So Father's Day is not just a date on a calendar, all right? It's a call to honor, to reflect, and for some, just return to those children. Because no matter what the world says, fathers, you really and truly do matter. So to all fathers, present, absent, struggling, or trying, remember that you're more than a paycheck. You're more than a disciplinarian. You're more than a visitor on weekends, dear God. Your present is necessary to help anchor identity, security, and emotional balance in your children, in our children. Even if the relationship didn't work out, please remember that your child didn't divorce you. Your child didn't turn his or her back on you. So you don't please abandon them. Don't abandon them when the relationships end. Remember the good times, but that was for you and her. You came together, you planted a seed and it became a beautiful human being. Don't throw it away when the relationship ends with her. Love that child and let them know they did nothing wrong. So, these are some questions to the fathers who have walked away. What pain caused you to leave? What was it that was so horrible that made you walk away? And what is stopping you from healing and returning? What is preventing you from healing and returning? Can you truly say you left her but not them when your absence affects their whole world? Can you honestly say that you left her? We didn't get along. You and her didn't get along. You didn't like how she do things. You didn't like how she spoke to you. You didn't like that she was so friendly with other men. There's so much you didn't like. But when you left her for those reasons, can you honestly say that you didn't leave them when in fact your absence affect the entire world? When last did you call your child just to say I love you? Do you ever even tell your children you love them? Do you withhold the word I love you from them because of something their mother did or said or continues to do? Are you using the words I love you, I appreciate you, just because? I want you to just think about it, dads. Do you believe that your silence speaks louder than your words? Do you believe that your silence speaks louder than your words? And if that's the case, what are your children hearing? What are they truly hearing? Today is Father's Day, and I got up, had some things to get done, had somebody doing some work here, and Kayla's uniform has to be washed and other things to get done. But all through the day I was thinking, I was really thinking. And I said it, before, because when I used to be in the classroom, I said to the mothers, because there were so many single mothers, what happened? Sometimes they come with the attitude I said, you and the father don't get along, but it doesn't mean your children should suffer. Don't let that happen. Because if you're not able, it's one thing if you're able to do for your children, but when you walk away and your kids are suffering, they can't come to school the way they should come. They can't come to school because there's so much you alone by yourself can't afford. Who is suffering? So we need to learn to humble, and just for our children's sake. If you're able to provide for them and still don't bash the absent parent, it's something, you know. If you have strong men in your family that they can emulate the things from them, they can say, oh, okay. If there are people who will sit and talk to you, to your children and help them to understand life. But you cannot let go, push away, cuss out, and feel good in the heat of the moment. And then tomorrow morning, your children are the ones who you blame everything on, and you cuss out your children. And you create a topsy-turvy world for your children. And if they ask for their father, you cuss them out. You beat them up. And you make them become these violent, loveless, hateful human beings in society who doesn't think one moment, doesn't even think about taking somebody's life or doing, because they have no emotions in them. So as I thought about what to say to my fathers, and thank you for subscribing to my channel, and thank you for supporting me, and I know you will share this video. I have not seen Michael in a long, long time. Michael, I hope that you are doing well. You have been with me for so long, you know, supporting me on this channel, and I do hope and pray that all is well. Happy Father's Day to you, because I know that you're a dad and a granddad. So, as I said, does your silence speak louder than your words? What is that silence speaking out loudly and clearly? No, I have nothing to do with you. Your mama this, your mama that. Not the child who did anything wrong. But to choose not to have anything to do with that poor child who is crying out inside for the love of a father. I didn't have a dad. My dad passed when I was 2 years old. My brother was 8 months old. But thank God, we grow up. We're giving back to society. I became a teacher. He is a teacher as well. And so we had the things around, people around us, regardless of the abuse, regardless of whatever. But we still, there was some blessings within them, the scope of things that helped us to become moms, a mom, he a father, me a grandmother, and to see that it can be a pleasant situation. So I'm begging you guys, this is just a loving challenge. Come home emotionally, even if you can't physically. A phone call, a prayer, a visit, it matters for every child. Don't let pride or pain be the legacy you leave behind you. Why don't you leave love? Leave love no matter what. Ignore the loud barking, this or that. Because, you know, I know how it is. I hear stories. I hear you're out there, out and about, and you're listening, you hear them. And when the monies are good and work is popping, you are, oh my God, come on, you want some, da da da. And then everybody nice and lovey-dovey. But any day, work slow down and you don't have that money to come home. All of a sudden, you never do nothing yet. You dirty dog, me no want you in my yard. Where you are duffing me? Da 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 da. Me have to find somebody who can pay the bills because you can't lay down on my bed and not pay the bills. And you hear it around you. We hear it every day. People quickly forget. They're not quick to say, come, let's work together and build. And we say some of the harshest words, and then when people walk away, we cuss them some more, and dirty boy, the dirty this, the dirty that. I've heard even professional people, because they were at a little higher level than their husband, sit in front of their children and their husband and call him a dirty boy. And I'm saying, how would you expect your kids? Tell me what you expect your kids to say. Or how do you expect them to behave? Because in reality, children do live what they learn. What they learn is how they grow up, and that's how they treat others. So don't let pride or pain be the legacy you leave behind. Try to leave some love, regardless of what happened. Try to leave some love. Break the cycle. Don't pass down the same silence or abandonment you may have lived through. Yes, it's easy to say, I have nobody, so you have to come help yourself. Come in. No, don't do that. You brought the kids in this world. You helped to create them. Stop treating them like enemies, like you had nothing to do with them, with it. You are part of the process. You are the biggest part of the process. Being a father doesn't mean being perfect. There's no perfection. It means being present for those little ones who are going, and many of them getting killed because in order for mom to get to work, to make sure she can pay the little bills, because now you turn your back, you pick up another family, and you leave these to suffer. And sometimes for her to get to make a living, she has to leave the children in some undesirable situations. And sometimes the poor children, their lives are taken away. So just be present. Even if you don't love her anymore, the infatuation ended, then please, don't blame your child and walk away and leave the child. Walk away from the woman. But carry your children in your heart. Make sure you're present for them. And to the mothers and the women who help raise children, don't weaponize the child to punish the father. Too many of you cuss out the pit of them, blame them for everything because of the situation you and your man got into. Children are not collateral damage. A lot of you if them not do this, some if them not do that, you them not answer them. Them not answer them. They cloud this and that. You can take up that girl. A lot of times you have to stop and think, A lot of people, I hear people said, look upon when go take up, look upon me, and look upon when go put himself with. But would you understand that sometimes those little what you go put themselves with is because of peace of mind? Sometimes we think because you have big house and all of that. It doesn't mean there's happiness in those inside the walls of those big houses. Sometimes we're too much, we want this, we want that, we want more. And sometimes it breaks them because they can't get to take a day off and even relax. They can't get to enjoy sitting on the toilet without being, oh, you better do this and that, make sure you come. People want peace of mind. So yes, they'll go down the road and pick up a simple little girl who doesn't bother them for more, who doesn't want what the Browns have, who doesn't wah like an ambulance. So yes, sometimes it's not about the looks and the fake hair and all the rest of it. It's just about peace of mind. So women, just stop weaponizing the children, using them to punish their fathers. Children should not be collateral damage. Choose words that build bridges, even though things didn't work out because maybe he doesn't satisfy you anymore. Maybe he doesn't look like, you get your college degree. He doesn't measure up, all the things that were there before, things changed for you. But it's okay. Walk away peacefully. Tell them, be honest. Don't sit there keeping 6 different men out there and then still come home and not be pretend. Because one day it'll go show. But just have conversations. I know you're cheating. It's not something you can handle when I can deal with it. But what I would like for you to do is to just make sure you're present for the children. Have those good conversations, not conversations filled with hate and bitterness. because nobody's going to hear you. Nobody's going to stoop to disrespect. So come to that middle ground, just for your children's sake. A lot of children are so smart, and all they need is that support. So choose words again to build bridges, not walls. Don't put up walls, because nobody can hear you from the other side. Build bridges. You can meet halfway, or you can walk all the way over across the bridge if you need to. But don't block, because at the end of the day, you don't want to call out and people turn their back, pretend they don't hear you, because those days do come. Name calling and constant criticism cut deep. Learn to use sweet words just in case you have to eat them tomorrow. Learn to say thank you. Learn to say, oh, I appreciate you. Learn those things. It means that when you need to criticize, it's not going to be so harsh. If you practice to encourage and, boy, you know, we went through the struggles and we have been able to build. Thank you for working hard and to put us in a nice place to live. Thank you. Every time I wake up and I have some warm water to bathe with, it makes me feel good. Every time I wake up and I can, you know, I don't have to go out in the rain to use the toilet. I appreciate that you work hard and we work together and was able to put this together. Be thankful more. You didn't do it by yourself, a lot of you, because now you have a profession and they're still out there doing the mason work and the carpentry work. You want to act like you did it all. If I never for me, them not do nothing. If I never for me. No, we didn't do it by ourselves. It took all of us together, sacrificing together. Because sometimes they don't complain. Sometimes they're going out there without lunch because you didn't bother to get up and say, you know, I cook a little piece of yellow yam and some saltfish, put in our container for him. Some have to go buy the patty or the something the more. Let me cook him a decent something. Let me get a food thermos for him. Let me get a little water thermos so I can put the hot tea in there. So when him leave so early and get feed, when him get a chance, he can drink the hot tea and belch. And eat like a piece of the yam and something, have something else. If you practice these things, guys, instead of the bitterness and the money hungry attitude, you're gonna see that you can search forward just for your children's sake. Stop telling yourself I don't need anyone, because we're lying. We do need. Because those lies, they rob your child of their full support system. We need. Stop talking about, me not need you. Me not need you, go along with your dirty friend, them, go along with you. Don't. Learn to appreciate. Learn to breathe. Count to 10. Learn those little things that will make coming home a welcoming situation. Those little things that will allow you, when you see the person coming, that your heart is filled with joy. You're happy to see them. Respect doesn't mean staying in abuse, but it does mean communicating with dignity. I'm not telling any of you that if people are drinking and carrying on and become abusive that you have to stay in there. But let's communicate with dignity. Talk to the person, let them know how it affects you and the children, how it affects them as well. Remind them of the days when there was no drinking and how you guys were able to communicate well. A lot of you find them in the rum bar and you think that, okay, find them in the rum bar with mega change. You can change people if they don't want to be changed. So don't take them up in the rum bar and think that when situation happen, them not going to run back at the rum bar, go pick up somebody again. You have to think. So, let me say that tonight I just want to encourage us for better relationships. I am no expert. I do have a degree in behavioral science, and so I study human behaviors, and can make suggestions. So I'm not a family counselor yet. I intend to try that because it's a good thing when you can learn to appreciate instead of pushing down and tearing down. So let's raise our sons and daughters to see respect modeled, not just preach. Right? Don't just preach it, but just model it. Just model it. Cussing out people a lot of way to, but tell me, pay me send of it. And we teach them these ugly, nasty things. And then later on, when them start getting involved in bad things, then we start bawling and say, my pitney never do nothing wrong. My pitney was a good pitney. And you know darn well that you plant so much seed of bitterness in your pitney, that's all they're spewing out there in society. And when they spew it out there, then there are consequences for it. Speak truth, but speak it in love. Apologize, forgive. Try again. There's nothing wrong with trying again. Granny said, if at first you never succeed in the missus, try again. She said you're raising like a pitney there. It's not go easy, but you keep trying. You go to school and sometimes it might be tough, but you try. I remember it so well. That's every letter from Granny was encouraging me to try. Don't give up. She said, never give up. I have to find a poem that she had sent me. Never give up. And I never gave up. And today I can speak to you to let you know that it's okay to keep on trying. When you have to try again, sometimes don't try for just a romance. Don't go back in and try for jump in a bed with people. But try for the child who carries both your names. That's what you go back trying for. So nobody look for see who should they with or who him they with. But try to come to a nice place where it's okay, you're happy that she has somebody who loves her. And she should be happy for you that you find somebody that you can feel at peace with. A lot of people just want peace and other men. They don't want the ding. I would this call a few number this people should be able to put on their phone and not have to worry. I know everybody them said, you do what you have to do at home. And if when they come through that door, they feel welcomed, they feel like it's home, believe me, they're not going to leave to go anywhere else. Because a lot of us feel like, me washing clothes, me do this, me do that, thank you. Me cooking food, me get up and cooking, God, dirty boy, oh, nasty, dirty dog. If you call somebody a dog, we expect them to do, they're going to bite and bark. But if what you do it selfless, you do it from a good place, that means you don't have to make it become a, may I do this for you and when may I get out of it. But it's a good deed. And when you plant the seeds of goodness, they do blossom and bloom in their season. They're not going to bloom right away. But in time, you're going to see how the little things, how they do become big things. One of the nicest things is when I see people who are divorced or people not together anymore, but they still have that relationship. You can bring some fish for me. Remember my mom, her husband divorced her. And no, because I'm not about that, because, when you have to deal with somebody who drinks too much, it can become a problem. But the point I'm making, it's not about her drinking and about their separating. But what I loved, I don't care for him, because I just think that with all my mom did, he could have been. But my mom loved him. But what I like to see with them is that if she calls him and said, we need some fish, and so, he's coming with it. Him coming with the fish, him coming with a piece of yellow yam, him coming. He's coming. When spring comes, him go to the house and clean up the back of the place. They have space there, and him plant. Him plant the corn, him plant the callaloo, him plant the zucchini, him plant the cucumbers. He plants so much that my mom could sell callaloo from there. So I like those kind of relationships. He went away on about his business. He got married, living his life fine. My mom passed away. But I like that he was there regardless of. So work on those things, guys. Remember that every promise broken leaves a scar, and every honest effort plants a good seed. So I'm just saying, guys, I was a single mother. I raised 3 kids. I raised 3 by myself. Give a big shout out to my sister Yvonne and my brother Lincoln. My sister Yvonne, she would never let me go, like, she would never let her nieces and her nephew ever be in want of anything. We had that kind of a thing, I do for her child, she does for my children. We had that locked down. And I have to give God the glory for that. And so even with the girls, when they started college, she was there. They kept the little pocket money. I'm doing my part because I was teaching then. But she was present, you know. But my husband, he thought he needed to come home to Jamaica and got another girl pregnant. And it was just a disrespect of it, because I'm saying, yo, man, what she have, what me not have? You know, work hard, I do, you know. Yeah, I'm a little strong-willed, you know, I'm independent like that, and, you know, so some maybe come off a little bit interesting in those days. These were many, many moons ago, you know. But you get older, you mature, and you understand it better. And so I'm just saying to us today, fathers, for the children's sake, the door is still open. Come home. Come whole. Come whole. Or come home trying. But please, just come home to the children. You know, let us stop some of the bleeding, some of the killing, some of the anger that is driving a lot of the crime that we see today. Come home. Be present for your children. Mothers, extend grace where possible. Build up. Stop tearing down. Nobody wants to be torn down. That is why a lot of, there's so few bridges. Because when you put people down and you talk about them like a dog, and you tell them, you say nasty, we're not even one beard, and when he large, and you talk all these ugly things about your partner. The partner you slept with produced a child. And when you were sleeping with him and he was bringing home the money, you never see all of them problems. But now things are not so great, and you put them down and you talk about them like a dog. So let us stop it. Let's build up. Whatever issues they had, it's what it is. When you're in love, you help people. So stop breaking down and trying to puff up ourselves like we're so much better than. Because these behaviors are tearing families apart. There's too much poverty. Poverty comes when families are broken up. And instead of that, they work 10,000, it comes home. And you work another 10 and it comes home and you have 20,000 to build with. When we push aside and we have those other children looking at us, and you only make 10,000 to come home with, and him out there and he make 10, maybe more. But because you push him away, he went out and picked up an next woman. Instead of send you getting 10, you might only get 2. Because him going to have to take care of this out as a first. Instead of him coming home and eating from the pot with everybody, him going to say, I have to cook pot out of 2. I have to pay my bills too. So how much is he going to be able to give to you? Not much. So build. Build. Make it work. Take self out of things and think of the children that you create and build up. When one is not there, the other is right there to help. But when you push away one and only you left and you're not able to be present, there's nobody there for these children. And that's why they turn to the gangs and they turn to bad behaviors. So let us stop for a moment and think, guys. Because at the center of it all is a child praying that you will both show up for them. At the center of it all, there are many children praying that you will come home. You will be there. You'll be present. If you can't be good, be careful. Walk good to good. Love, love, love your children. Be there for them. Be present for them. Happy Father's Day to all of you. You have greatness in you. So, show us after you share the video with your family and friends, and just leave a comment for Miss Bev.